I still don't know how I convinced my best friend, Ricardo, to come with me to the abandoned village 2 towns away. If there's one thing about Ricardo, it's that he does not do adventure. Where I love the thrill of the unknown, Ricardo prefers his couch, a good book, or a PlayStation controller. So the fact that he's sitting beside me in the car, heading toward a village people whisper about, is nothing short of a miracle. Not that I blame him for being nervous. The village has a reputation. It was built around a massive silk cotton tree, said to be over 250 years old. The villagers believed their ancestors' spirits lived in the tree, protecting them, watching over them. Some even claimed the tree had powers, but that was long ago. Now the village is nothing more than a ghost town, left to rot. I don't believe in all that spirit nonsense. I just want to see the tree with my own eyes, and of course, I dragged Ricardo along for the ride. As I take the turnoff leading to the village, a strange feeling creeps over me. My stomach knots. My grip tightens on the steering wheel. A quick glance at Ricardo tells me he feels it too. The road ahead is pitch black. No streetlights, no signs of life. Only the dull glow of my headlights cutting through the darkness. But even that feels weak, like the shadows are swallowing the light. Remind me again why I agreed to this? Ricardo mutters, shifting uncomfortably in his seat. Because you love me, I tease. And deep down, you're just as curious as I am. Ricardo scoffs but doesn't argue. The deeper we drive, the more unsettling it gets. The trees lining the road twist and stretch in unnatural shapes, their branches reaching out like skeletal fingers. The air thickens, heavy with the scent of damp earth and something else. Something wrong. Then, the village appears. It rises out of the darkness like a forgotten memory. The crumbling houses stand in eerie silence, their windows black and empty. Some buildings are half collapsed, swallowed by overgrown vines. The road beneath the tires is barely a road anymore, just dirt and gravel broken apart by time and neglect. I park just inside the entrance. We step out, and immediately the air changes. It's still. No wind, no insects, just silence. Like the whole village is holding its breath. Ricardo shifts uneasily beside me. I don't like this, man. I take a deep breath, forcing a grin. Come on, we've come too far to turn back now. We walk deeper into the ruins, each step crunching on gravel and dead leaves. Every now and then, I swear I hear something. Faint whispers carried on the air, too soft to make out. The village is frozen in time. The skeletal remains of old market stalls stand abandoned, their wooden frames rotting away. A rusted-out bicycle leans against a collapsed fence, its wheels long gone. A child's doll, missing an eye, lies forgotten in the dirt. It's as if the people just disappeared. Ricardo stays close behind me, his breath quick and shallow. Dude, I swear something is watching us. I don't respond. I feel it too. Then we see it. Through the thick fog, standing in the village center like a silent guardian, the silk cotton tree. It's massive, towering over everything, its trunk at least 10 feet wide, its sprawling branches disappearing into the night sky. The roots twist and coil across the ground like giant snakes digging deep into the earth. The tree is ancient, its bark scarred with time. A sudden gust of wind rushes through the village, rustling the leaves. It almost sounds like a whisper, a warning. I swallow hard. Damn, it's even bigger than I imagined. Ricardo stays back. All right, we saw it. Can we go now? I step closer, running my hand over the rough bark. That's when I notice the nails, hundreds of them, rusted and old, hammered deep into the base of the tree. Some are bent and broken, others fresh, like they were put there recently. My mother once told us a story about this. She said Obeah men, sorcerers, used to trap spirits in trees with iron nails. Some said the nails could even open portals. Of course, I don't believe that. But it's still eerie to see. Ricardo's voice is tight. "Ryan, don't touch anything." But I barely hear him. My fingers trace over the rough wood, moving along the rusted nails. Then I spot something else. An inscription. Carved deep into the bark, the letters written in patois, an old dying language of Trinidad. I don't know why, but I feel drawn to the words. Something inside me whispers, "Say it." "Ryan, let's go," Ricardo urges. "Now." But I don't listen. I speak the words. Then I say them again and again. The moment the last syllable leaves my mouth, the world shifts. Lightning splits the sky. Thunder roars. A blinding flash of white light explodes from the tree, forcing my eyes shut. Ricardo screams. The sound rips through the silence. Raw, terrifying. I snap my eyes open. Ricardo is gone. I spin around, heart hammering. "Ricardo?" No answer. The air is thick, suffocating. The wind howls through the village, whipping around me in a violent storm. The ground trembles beneath my feet. Then, a whisper, low, hissing, coming from the tree. Slowly, I turn back to the silk cotton tree, dread creeping into my chest. Something has changed. The bark seems deeper, like it stretches endlessly into darkness. The air around it shimmers, and then I see it. A shadow moves within the trunk, not a shadow, a figure. Something is looking back at me. The whispers grow louder, overlapping, filling my head. My vision blurs, my body feels heavy. I take a step back, then another. The tree groans, the whispering stops, and in the dead silence, a voice echoes from within the tree. "You should not have spoken." Then, the world goes black.